Thank you for tuning in to our monthly new moon vibration. This new moon is going to be in the sign of Virgo, which is actually the mother, the great mother. Bringing the new birth into creation is what this new moon represents. Now, we are talking about the ancient form of astrology, which is connected to astronomy and the moon being in the true heaven in the sky in the sign of Virgo. This is not Western mundane astrology. So what we find with this new moon, it's going to be combusted, meaning that there's going to be a lot of anger in the air. Mars is combust right next to the sun and the moon on this new moon. So what does that mean? Well, it's bringing a bit of agitation. It can cause issues with the nervous system, thinking too heavily, too much, contemplating thoughts that are not needed could happen. So what are we to do? Purification. If you have something in mind, write it down and burn it on paper. Leave it to the ashes. Send it to the earth. A great time because the Virgin or Virgo is the sign connected to the earth. So it's a good time to connect to Mother Nature. The divine nature, the Virgin Mary, is connected to this new moon. So this is an angry one. So what you want to do, take some time to meditate, relax, connect with the moon. What does it feel like to connect with the sensation of the moon? Now, this new moon is also in the great Vedic system. It's connected to Hasta, which represents the hands. Now, the hands always move, and they also relate to the gut, because Virgo is connected to the gut, but the hands have a connection to that. Now, the mystical aspect of that is that the moon is always moving and the gut is always moving in connection to the tides of the moon. So I would say on the day of the new moon, perhaps to fast or to drink water or something, have something light, eat something light, connect to the essence of what your mind is trying to tell you during this new moon. Now, this new moon is also one to pay attention to your demons. Actually, should we say that for the next week, a good observation of your inner demons. Mars is going to bring that out because Mars represents your root chakra, and your demons will come out during this time because Leo represents the sign before Virgo. And Leo represents the actor. Now, as you act, you're not really thinking about how you're acting. It's only as a result of your actions that you see, which is the following sign, Virgo. And Virgo will bring out the demons because Mars, the root chakra, which is going to bring that out of you. And you're going to notice how you respond to your demons. Wherever it is in your life, it's going to bring that. Now, Mercury is retrograde, and it's been retrograde since September the 28th, which is going to show you about the way you have been relating. Your relationships are being challenged. What kind of relationships have you been involved in the last few weeks? Is showing up. On the 28th of September, you were shown that. On the 2nd of October, you will be shown that again. What and how are you connecting to your friends, perhaps your spouse? How are you connecting and how are you communicating? What point are you missing in your relationship is what you will be dealing with in connection to this new moon. Because Mercury, Mars, and the moon are all in that placement on this new moon. A great time to review those things clearly and understand these things clearly. You'll be purifying during this full moon, by the way. Remember, the new moon in Virgo is about what are you harvesting now? What are you bringing now? What are you going to start your new year episode with? Because you've just collected your resources, because September is the time when you collect. And the spring equinox has, sorry, the autumn equinox has just gathered those forms that you've brought. Now you're about to start something new, which is on this new moon, which is very important, okay? Because it's a fast one, that one. Jupiter is retrograde, so it's slowing how your learning is going to be. But it's going to also help you in structuring what you're going to learn next. Okay, this is what Jupiter does when it's in Capricorn at this present moment in the sky. So this new moon is about bringing in birth to something new, but birthing it with heat, with fire, bringing something intense, burning what is not required and bringing what is needed, connecting to the guts, listening to the inner voice of your stomach, your feelings. How are you reacting? Where is your mind going? Are you paying attention to your feelings? Or are you responding and reacting the wrong way? Is the key. Listen to the truth, is what it's saying. Another thing, just wanted to add, is that when you get that revelation in your mind about, oh, this is what's going on, or this is what I'm feeling, note it down, because that very thing that you note down is where growth begins, because you now know what is stimulating you and how this energy is coming in and how Virgo is teaching you, because it happens once a year when the moon returns back to this placement of Virgo, but it's going to be different, but it allows you to get to the precise knowing of what it is that you need to adjust, because Virgo is the scientist. So every year you know what you need to adjust, but you need to listen to that. And Mercury wants you to know that, because Mercury makes you go internally and makes you realize what it is that you need to shift on this new moon. So pay attention to your mind, because the mind is more active during this time, because the nervous system is edging and allowing you to signal clearly what you need to adjust. Thank you so much for tuning in to our monthly new moon episode. And if you want an astrological reading, slide down the bottom of the page or go straight to the website and book a reading or check out the Organize. Peace.